First thing, is Andy, that's you on the, that's your baby on the project down there for the fountain?
I guess you could say that.
Thank you. It feels like somebody actually listened because I complained about it a few times. I don't know if you listened to me or you got sick of it, but thank you for that. All right. Now, I would like to talk about my voting day. Hello, Mrs. Lavelle. I went to vote for my first time. I switched districts and I voted up on at Marymount. I went to go check my voting place out. Mrs. Lavelle tries to give me a George Brown thing, like one of the things. I asked her why she wouldn't. I didn't get that many words out, but I got 3 words out. She started screaming at me. So I'm going to repeat the question that I was trying to get out. Why would you guys, everybody who voted for it, Mr. Brown, Mr. Merritt, Mr. Barrett's not here, Ms. Lavelle, why would you guys give $75,000 for the Dana Street project when there's not many, I haven't seen many people who supported it, and there's a lot of big $100,000 houses down there, and if you put something like that in, you're gonna scare all those residents who live there out of that area because you're putting something in that they're not really accustomed to seeing, especially with those big giant houses, because that hospital was there, and I guess that at another time that was a very nice neighborhood to live in. You could look at it by seeing the houses. I'd just like an explanation on why you guys would vote for something like that. But I wanted to go back to when on my voting day. After I left, it felt like I thought I had somebody follow me on Almond Lane. It looked like I was going down Almond Lane on the block between Lehigh and Metcalf Street, and I had a car coming at me going the wrong way. And I looked at them, kind of yelled at them that they're going the wrong way. They drove like slowly, and I could see that they went up the block and turned around really long. I get to my house, like 2 blocks down the street. I went in. I go look out in front of my house, and the person's parked in somebody's driveway across the street. And I went to try to talk to them, and they didn't want to say anything to me. I took a few pictures. I took their license plate. But I'd like to know if you have somebody follow me. That is a legitimate question.
Asking me that. Let me ask you that.
Oh,
You finished?
Another issue I have, the recycles. I don't know why you guys changed how it is where you did the recycles on Monday and then trash on like Tuesday or Wednesday, but a lot of people aren't, you can tell that people aren't used to it still. But you can tell by, like yesterday, it rained on the day before when people thought recycles were out, and now you have recycles all over the city. Is there any way that you guys could switch it back to how it was? Because you can tell that nobody realizes the days when the recycles aren't supposed to be out there, and it just, if you have a storm like you did yesterday, it's just recycles all over the place. I picked recycles up off 2 or 3 streets while I was running around. It was just, it's getting to be a mess, and there's something else that you gotta do. You can't just, like, we tried this way, and it seems not working. I don't know, it seems that on the days where there's a holiday, people put the recycles out, and it just ends up being trash all over the roads, and it's starting to get bad. Like, it's just making it worse and worse. And you guys were talking about doing meetings at different locations, city council meetings at different locations. Any way you guys could do one at the square? Because that seems like that would be the place. I mean, the city hall was there at one point, correct? If I'm correct, early on. Courthouse. I know there's some kind of city building down there, obviously way before my time, but that seems like that would be the right place for a city council meeting. Besides, if you guys want to do it in different neighborhoods. That's all I got. Thank you.
Mike, can I answer the last one first?
Sure, go ahead.
You know, that was my suggestion on Tuesday night, is to have the city council meetings in all 5 districts. And the reason for that is, there's some people who just can't make it to City Hall, where they can make it to their neighborhoods, meaning if there's a school.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
So that's the idea. Now, if we move it to the square, it's not that further from where they're traveling now. So the idea, John, was to take it to the neighborhoods, okay? And we only have, I think you said, 4 meetings this summer. It's only for the spring and summer months that we want to do this, okay? So the idea was find ideal locations where people can come, handicap accessible, and then take our meetings to you instead of you coming to us. That was the idea behind it, and council approved that. So we're going to start, hopefully, next council meeting we'll be able to do that.
Yeah, it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea.
As far as the square, the idea was to have it in some place where hopefully it'll be air conditioning. It's the summer months, you know, and people can be comfortable. Yet they'll be able to come to the meetings more. I'd like to see as many people as we can. So, I mean, that's a part of the question I'm answering.
Okay.
Okay.
On election day, you did say what you wanted to say, and I actually said to you, I'm not going to talk about it. and I tried to walk away, and you continued, and I did turn around and say something to you. However, you posted on Facebook pretty much what you said today. From what I understand, I don't know, because I don't go on Facebook, because I really don't care what anybody's saying. I don't care what their opinions are of our council meetings. I know I do what I believe is right. As far as following you, why would I have anybody follow you? What would be the purpose of it? What would be the purpose? You actually said on your Facebook that this car followed you, you described the car, like they were chasing after you.
No, but they were
So
sitting.
now when you tell it a little bit differently. So I answered you finally after you kept after me, and when that appeared on Facebook, one of the men that was standing there, his wife sent it to him, and he said, well, I'm gonna tell you, this is incorrect. I was standing there when Maureen told him she didn't want to talk about it, and he kept after her until she finally said something to him.
No, I stopped.
So there's the story. You've already had your say, now I'm having mine, and that's the end of this discussion.
Could you answer the
That's
question
the
about
end of this
But the real
discussion.
question was about the 75,000. Can
I
anybody
told you
answer
then
that?
I wasn't talking to you about it, and that's the end of my discussion.
I just like somebody to defend their vote on why would you vote for something like that? Nobody seems to want to defend the vote on why you give.
Mike, you're letting him go back and forth, you don't let me do it, now stop it.
And you're being disruptive.
Well, I am, but
So
tell him
be
to
quiet.
stop it.
Be quiet.
Well, stop it, you're letting him, you don't let me do it, now stop it.
One more time, you're out, Bob. Mayor, is there any savings to doing the collections, all the collections on one day?
So wait, and it's more efficient doing it this way, get it done quicker.
Which
Simple, half the city.
saves money in labor or fees or?
Plus it's picked up every week. I mean, we've got nothing but compliments on it. Other than tonight, most people are very happy they're saving money in their garbage because they're putting more out.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody about the 75,000 for the Dana Street project? Anybody want to answer a question about that? Nobody wants to tell us why you put something like that in the middle of a neighborhood and.
Well, yeah, I'll defend that, just what.
I don't, no offense, Mr. Mayor, but they voted for it. I'd like to hear, I understand, you put it in there, but I'd like to hear them defend what they voted for. I know you put it in there, I understand.
Okay, thank you.